Thanks for checking out this video on multiple inheritance, and this is the 7th video in the tutorial series Solidity Beginner to Intermediate. So this is going to be a continuation of the previous video on inheritance. Alright, so I'm just going to be explaining some concepts that allow for multiple inheritance. Alright, some concepts that you need to understand. So the first one, let me just close this to get more screen space. All right, so the first one is order of inheritance. Right, so you need to understand the order of inheritance once you're applying multiple inheritance, and you also need to understand most base-like to derived. All right, so just two additional concepts. So here we have the contracts that we wrote in the previous tutorial. So we have the parent, the child, and the grandchild, just to show inheritance. All right, so for multiple inheritance now, in a case like that, what you would do, instead of just inheriting the child, which will pull from the parent, we're gonna look at the concept of most base-like to derive. So in this situation here, the parent would be the most base-like, right? And then the child would be the derived. So if you're doing multiple inheritance on a contract, you will write it like this. So you're gonna have to write the most base-like first, which is parent, then child, right? So the reason you're gonna do this is that you have more flexibility, and there's a lot of other applications, flexibility, that's the word I'm looking for. So it allows your contract to be more flexible, and in this example I'm just using what we used before, which shows regular inheritance, but you can imagine child does not necessarily have to have anything to do with the parent, right? It can be a contract that is completely unrelated. Okay, so in this case now, I'm gonna also need to add a function from let's see, bar is from no. All right, so we're gonna have to add a foo function. All right, so return a semicolon. All right, so because these functions exist in both of these contracts separately, and they do separate things, if we're gonna override them, right, there are a few things that we need to do. First of all, foo, we need to make this virtual so it can be overridden again, right? That's the first thing. And we need to specify what functions from what contracts exactly we're overwriting, right? So this is where let's see, order of inheritance comes in. Actually, never mind that. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. But basically right here, so the function foo, we're gonna have to specify what contracts are we overwriting, because foo exists in both contracts. So you have to put parent and child, capital letter child, right? And then the same for this. Okay, so now you see the compiler is not complaining anymore. So basically, in order to successfully overwrite these functions, you have to specify which contract, the function from which contract you're overwriting. And another thing, the order of importance does not matter here, right? So you could actually put child first, All right, so it doesn't matter, the compiler won't complain. All right, and so if you can imagine, there are a lot of applications that you can do with this, and this gives you a lot more flexibility and fine-grained control over in inheritance, right? So you can pull in other contracts. They don't have to be related to each other, right? They could be completely unrelated. They don't share any functions at all, but just the fact that these two have functions that have the same names in each other, we have to specify, right? So that's it. So you see, it compiles. So let's just deploy grandchild, deploy, and you see that it works. So foo is capital A, bar is the word child, and available, you already know available is coming from the parent. It's not overwritten in any way, and there it is. It says yes. All right, so that's it. Quite simple. Simple concept to grasp. I hope I explained it in a very simple way, but if not, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop a comment, and I'll try to respond, or maybe someone from the community can also respond. All right, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe so you can see future tutorials. All right, thanks for checking out the video, everyone. So like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one.